I posted the best 610 and 611 builds, and I found a way to make them even better. But hold on, cut the music. I woke up to 2K views. Like, something as small as that just shows like the hard work is really paying off, and I want to appreciate and thank everybody who watched the video. Enough about me, let's talk about this build. In the background, this is 2K26. This is a build that gets almost the same attributes, and to my knowledge, we're getting all of these animations back. So if you don't like the way this build is moving, that is not for you. But I'm talking while I'm playing right now, so if you see me doing some trash stuff, I'm literally focused on y'all. Basically, to recap, the dunks look absolutely crazy. So we're going as tall as possible while still being able to dribble, to capitalize on that, because the taller you are, the crazier your dunks are going to be. On top of that, the 6'10s and 6'11s don't look like they're moving that much slower than like the swing builds, like 6'5 to 6'9 builds. 6'11s is the tallest height you can go while still getting lightning launch. Now, here's the difference between the 6'10s and 6'11. The 6'11s get more attributes. That's why last video I focused on the 6'11. But this vid's going to be mainly about the 6'10 because I'm making the 6'10, and there's a couple reasons for that. The 6'10 can get both 1-foot contact dunks and the silver midi fading badge. The 6'11 you have to choose. 6'10s also get silver interceptor. I go for a lot of lane. Those two factors alone make the 6'10 more worth the extra attributes that you get on the 6'11 for me personally. But the changes I made to the 6'10, you can do the same thing for the 6'11, and I'm gonna show you a 6'11 at the end of the video. That's why I chose the 6'10. Let's get into the build. This was the old 6'10. My thought process was, I'm gonna put glitchy cap breakers on the defense and get the defense up. Peep game, if I deal with bad defense for a week or so and I get a couple cap breakers, then my build's gonna be able to be way better once I put the cap breakers on. That was my thought process. I was gonna cap break up the interior, the perim, the steal, and the block. But everything good comes with something that's bad. You have to start out with no defense, and that's what I posted this build on Instagram, and a lot of people were like, oh, I need my defense to start. Even on YouTube, some of the comments were like, I need my defense to start out with. And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted more of my defense too. I didn't want to have to cap breaker every single thing up on defense, but I still wanted to get the glitchy defensive cap breakers. Getting the glitchy defensive cap breakers on the block specifically saves the build so many attributes because the block costs so much, and that's what people fail to understand. If you make this build and say, yo, I'm gonna be the best powerful version on day one, I'm gonna give myself 88 block, once you get 4 to 5 cap breakers in 2 weeks, the build's gonna be outdated. You're gonna look back on the build and be like, oh man, I could have cap breakered up the block. So you're gonna sacrifice the whole entire build for 2 weeks of gameplay? Didn't we just have a talk where we were like, yo, 2K's taking up too much VC? But now you're gonna give them more VC because you're gonna make a build, then you're gonna get cap breakers in 2 weeks, and you're gonna say, oh, I need to make another one. No, we're not doing that, because the thing about cap breakers are, if you're not putting them on glitchy attributes that go up from really low to really high, or if you're not putting on a really high attribute that costs a lot, you're not getting good value out of the cap breaker, and that's just fact. But I found a way to get the best of both worlds. I found a way to get my more defense that I wanted while also keeping the defensive cap breakers for block and getting more attributes and saving caps in the process. It involved putting cap breakers on the post control. Trust me, this saves so much attribute. This is the new 610. This is my day one build. I will vouch this build over anything. I don't care. Now you might be like, oh, why are you putting a high post control on your build anyways? Post control sucks. Hold on, let me vouch for post control real quick. Hopefully y'all are understanding what I'm saying right now. I might be going all over the place, but are y'all understanding? If you like the video so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Lock in with me. I'm on a daily upload journey. But if you're questioning the post control on my build, then you don't know how good post fades and post bins really are. These are crazy. We're 6'10". We're not the fastest. A lockdown defender or somebody with high defense, high speed is going to be able to get bumped on us because we're not moving like a 6'4 guard. Even on tall swing builds like 6'5 to these signs, it's amazing to have post control. One, because it's not that expensive, and two, if they ever bump you, which they will, we're not the fastest, you just spin off them and it's going to give you an animation. These defenders aren't made to guard post control. It's crazy. You get a spin off animation and then you're going up for a dunk and you're 6'10", and the meter's going to be huge. And then if they back up, you got the let me come here, post fade, give me D. I'm looking on the monitor, so I can't really, but you get the point though. Going to high post control is what makes this build so good. That's why I had it so high in the first place. But I thought, yo, what if I just lower it? Because the post control at 91 is also raising up the close shot, and the close shot at that rating is not getting us anything. So if I lower it down to 87, where we get a badge token, you get a badge token from that, as well as it will only take 4 cap breakers to get it to 91, which is gold post bin. That not only saved me attributes from the post control, but it allowed me to lower the close shot from 84 to 80 as well. Here's the kicker. I lost no finishing badges except post bin on gold, and I lost no tokens, but I saved thousands of attributes. If you really really don't want post control, you can lower it down and put your standing dunk up. But I value the post control way more than standing dunk. We already 60 standing dunks gonna get the job, and this bronze rise up, you're gonna be, as long as I get standing dunks that I can make consistently, I'm good. What that allowed me to do for the defense is we got 80 interior. That's bronze wall up now. So now we're starting with the low block, but we're gonna have the wall up so we can still get stops without the block for day one. So everybody who was worried about not having block on day one or day two, it's gonna take you like 3 days. Once you get 2 cap breakers, you're gonna go from 55 block to 70 block. You're gonna have pink patroller, wall up, and high flying denier. You gotta sacrifice the first couple of days to make the build way better. Just trust me. It also allowed me to get my steal up to 77 right off the rip. So I start with silver interceptor, no caps needed. And it got my perimeter up to 80. So we only need 1 cap on our perimeter to get silver challenger as well. Like, this build's gonna be playing deep. We're not letting 2K take our VC. We're gonna have 1 build. He's gonna be set. We're not gonna in 2 weeks be like, oh, our build's outdated. No. This build can play 1 through 5. It can play any game of 1s, 2s, 3s. You can 1 through 5 positions. It can play rack, it can play power forward, small forward, center. You can be the 2 if you want. I plan to put VC into this build and then grind the rest of my VC up organically, just killing with this build. And then I'll make another build after that. I'm not giving 2K all my money. The shooting, playmaking, and physicals basically stayed the same from the first build to the second build. For the rest of the leftover attributes, I maxed out the free throw because I play a lot of rec and pro-am, so I mean, I need it. But if you don't play 5s, then you can lower that and put it elsewhere. Again, use this build as a template. Like, change it to your playstyle. If you don't post up, lower it and put it somewhere else, like more pass hack. And I think that's a perfect way to segue into some concerns people would have with this build. I think the first and only glaring thing about the build is the low pass hack. It only has 66 pass hack. But like I said before, this is made for me. This is use it as a template. I'm not looking to pass like that. I just need my bronze break starter, bronze versatile visionary, and I'm set. As long as I can make my pass get to you without me turning the ball over, I'm good. I'm also looking to cap breaker it up in the future because for some reason the pass hack was taxing. Once I have 10 plus cap breakers, this pass hack is going to go from 66 all the way to 77 for me. But if that's not enough for you and you need pass hack right off the rip, like I said, you can lower the post control a little bit. You can lower some other aspects. You can lower the free throw, and then you can get up to like 70, 72, maybe even 75 pass hack. The second concern I've seen people complain about the strength on my build, like on Instagram comments, and I was really confused. This is enough to get silver box, along with the higher rebounding. Like, we're gonna be good, and if you really need it, you can just max +1 or max +2 it up. I'm really confused about that one. I'm not a center, bro. I'm a wing. I'm an ISO player. This is perfect for me. I'm 6'10", long arms, and I am jumping out the gym with the rebounding, but the strength, that's not a problem for me at all. If you're looking to make a traditional center build, this is not the place to be at. Not saying the build can't play center, because he's definitely going to be competing with them centers, but I'm saying, like, obviously a center is going to have higher strength. I'm not a center. And the last concern I saw with the build is standing dunk, which I mean, I get. If you really go for a lot of standing dunks, then I would say lower the post control a little bit and put the standing dunk up to like 75, maybe 81, something like that. But I'm not looking to go for standing dunk. I'm looking to get on that rim, boy. I'm not looking to go up, pump fake, in the paint, drop step. I'm not looking for that. I'm spinning off of you. I'm using my momentum, and I'm going to the rim, boy. That's why playstyle is really important, stuff like that. Like, if you're more setting screens, rolling to the basket, then yeah, you probably want more standing dunk. But use it as a template, as I keep saying. And yeah, what do you think about the build? Is this a W or L? I think, bro, I cooked. I don't know. I don't think I'm able to find any other 6'10" that's topping this. Like, contact dunks, elite shooting. Oh, people also said this is not elite shooting, by the way. I don't know how. This is silver mini fading badge. I'm 6'10". I'm not going to get contested. That's elite shooting. Elite rebounding. Like, I'm doing everything, dog. Elite playmaking, the pro dribbles things. Like, I don't know, man. This is the upgraded 6'11" build I made with the change if you want to, like, look into that. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, you obviously messed with the content. Go ahead, drop a subscribe. I'm trying to, like, I'm on the grind, man. I'm on the grind. Like, if you want to see better quality content, more content, you gotta subscribe so I can have more time to do this, man. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.